Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. I am Tom, and we're going to be finishing up that journey through Iceland and back into Scotland today. I'm losing my mind here, can't... there we go. Can't figure out what I'm doing. It occurs to me that, well, if you were to watch this on the day that it came out, which I don't expect many will. Again, I don't want people watching.
Time to get the job done.
But if you were, it would be the, I believe, 8th of July. I've got a schedule set up for that. But it is the 28th of June today. So I've given myself a bit of runway with these videos, I think. We don't need those on anymore, do we? Trying to work out whether the lights are on. They are, okay. What time of day is it? Oh, we don't need those on. I do have an itchy chin, just gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, I've given myself a little bit of runway with these videos. For what reason? I don't know. Like, I'm taking it very seriously, despite saying I don't want people watching. I have social anxiety and those numbers scare me. Even though, you know, it's only had, what, 8 views or whatever, as I was saying in a previous video. But here's the thing. I've given myself this runway with Euro Truck Simulator 2. But I'm wondering, you know, because I don't want to... Well, I do. I want to keep on playing
Get ready to turn left.
Euro Truck Simulator 2 because it's fun. However, I would love to do some other games as well.
Turn left.
I just don't know what the sort of... What's the sort of theme, the overarching idea for stuff on my channel? Is it mods, you know, because we've been playing... Hey! Just walking along. No idea where you're going. Because I'm playing a modded version of Euro Truck Simulator 2. I mean, not extensively modded so that it, you know, changes the whole game, but it adds a bunch of extra territory and actually that's mainly it, isn't it? Extra territory, changes the weather a bit. And my first video on the channel, well, here's the other thing. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this in a second, but like the first video currently public on my channel, and this may change by the time this video goes up. I may make some old videos public again. But as of this moment, 28th of June, the first public video on my channel is the mod setup for this series, where I was setting up the mods. So I thought, well, maybe I want to do more like tutorial kind of things. I think that'd be a good idea. Well, here's the thing. I keep saying here's the thing. That's like some common phraseology for me, isn't it? Yeah, maybe I want to do mod setups. Maybe I want to do tutorials. Like maybe I want to play other games modded, and we can examine how to set those up and then play them a bit. Or maybe, because I'm a software developer, I want to upload video of software development. Maybe do some tutorials and guides in that sort of part of the world. I don't know. But I know I want to play other games. And I do want to mod other games. I've been thinking about playing Portal and Portal 2 again. And that's not just because they've recently re-released on Switch. I have in fact been playing Portal again recently. They've just been announced as coming out on Switch in a collection of... I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's a collection of both games. I've been playing Portal a bit, and I've got Portal 2 downloaded and installed. I have done for like a month or so now. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. But I like to... I would like to replay Portal and record it, and then jump back into Portal 2, which I haven't played in years. And then also, I'd like to play a couple of mods for Portal 2. Because there are some story mods for it that completely alter the game. There's one in particular that adds an additional portal for jumping back and forwards through time. And so when you change the position of an object in the past, it stays in that place in the future. And it uses really clever time-based puzzles. So I'd love to give that a go as well, but I think before doing that I would replay both games. Replay both base versions of the games. I'd also love to replay Portal 2's co-op, because it's wonderful. I've only ever played it through once, and that was when it first released. I played the main game, and then me and a friend in uni we connected via Xbox Live and played the co-op in, I think, a single session. And it was fun. I remember, like, it was just so much fun. Oh god. It's so thrilling. The way as a team you work out those puzzles. It's also fun as heck to just dick with one another. But as of now, I don't know. Well, I know a bunch of people I could ask, hey, do you want to play Portal 2 co-op? But I don't know what that would be like in terms of if I wanted to record it. The best way for me to do that would be to say, hey, could you also record your audio and... But the one friend who I'd think to ask first about that is... they haven't done recording in a very long time. They used to. They do have a YouTube channel where they've got a bunch of old videos. I think his channel's called Retro Vault Hunter. And Ant, if you're watching, you're like the first person who came to mind for doing Portal 2 co-op. Actually, it's weird, Ant's YouTube channel, because as well as being rebranded Retro Vault Hunter at a certain point in time, before that, and there are still videos up there from this time, it was where Ant posted some of our old university productions. So you can find a really old music video on there, and some of the short films that we produced, including a short film or two. I think one that I wrote and one that I... how would I describe what I did? I helped with the script editing, basically. So anyway, I would love to do more games. One game I did consider recording, and I'm still trying to figure out if I can do this. I don't think I can do this with any level of quality, although maybe, now that I've figured out all the encoding stuff, I might be able to do this. The problem is that the capture software doesn't seem to recognize it as a game, so it can't capture the window, and on top of that, it seems to drop frames if it is recognizing the window. Like, there's some strange thing going on there that I'm not able to explain. I've looked into it a little bit. We've discovered a new viewpoint. Can we stop here? Yeah, let's pull over and get this, wherever this is. Whereabouts is it? Like, seriously, whereabouts is it? I should be seeing a camera. Is it behind? Yeah, it's behind you. This looks like it's going to be a nightmare to get back out of. I don't want to hit the fence. I don't want to hit the fence. There we go. We'll try and keep it as wide as possible close to the fence, and just a little bit further forward. There we go. Does this viewpoint have a name? Usually the name pops up in the bottom right corner there. I'm not seeing anything. That's gorgeous though. Look at that. I dig that. We didn't get a name for this viewpoint, but just know that it's on the south coast of Iceland over here. So, the game I'm talking about, I don't know if I've mentioned the title of it yet, but it's Cataclysm: Dark Days Ahead. And I've just had a hard time trying to figure out how to record it. It's the first game I tried to figure out how to record before deciding I wanted to do a bunch of Euro Truck Simulator. Oh, come on, there we go. We'll make it out nice and easy. Cataclysm: Dark Days Ahead, which is it's crash vehicle. I wasn't watching my trailer. Is that the police right there? Yeah, of course it is. We'll wait for this car to pass. But Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is a roguelike in the proper classical sense of the word. It's a roguelike game set, during a zombie apocalypse. It's often compared to Project Zomboid. In fact, that's how I heard about it. I heard, I saw someone playing Project Zomboid for the first time. In fact, it was Many a True Nerd. I've mentioned him on the channel before. John from Many a True Nerd. And I think the comments on his YouTube video about Project Zomboid were saying, "Oh, can you imagine John playing Cataclysm: Dark Days Ahead?" And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And so I googled it, and it's a free game. So if you want to play it yourself, you can actually go ahead and look up Cataclysm: Dark Days Ahead and just download it. The best way I would say to download it is using a separate piece of software. If you search Cataclysm Catapult in Google, it should come up. But Catapult is a launcher for the game that will download updates and stuff. And I believe it comes with also sound packs for the game, because the base game itself didn't have sound when I first started. Well, actually no, I think it does now, but the version, the released version doesn't. But the thing about Cataclysm is it's in this sort of perpetual state of experimental beta, right? So I would recommend playing it that way, playing the experimental version of the game, because there's so much added between official releases. But the problem with recording it was that I don't know. I think it's something to do with the graphics card and the driver for that or something. So it drops frames, even though it's a really simple game. Like, graphically, it's nothing at all. It's a tile-based roguelike. But it's a lot of fun. It's really rich in detail, because what it lacks in graphics, they've put into everywhere else. When a game's as simple as that, you can do a lot more in terms of complexity, right? Like, the same is true of RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is in fact so complex I can't even begin to figure out how to play it. But I do have that downloaded as well, and have tried it. I've got no idea where to even begin. But Cataclysm, I do think will be fun if I can figure it out, and I might give it another shot now that I've done some tweaking of how I record and the codecs, and the encoding that gets used for recording. Because I'm recording at a higher quality now, so maybe the quality of Cataclysm would be better, because the problem was it was just a little fuzzy is all. The screen capture was fuzzy because I couldn't capture the window. I had to resort to capturing the whole screen, which I'm not sure how that really differs, but it results in a fuzzier quality. But I'll give it another shot at some point, because I do think it'd be fun to start a... see, I almost said playthrough, but I don't think we'd call it a playthrough. I think we'd call it... well, obviously we'd just call it a Let's Play, right? Playthrough, I feel like, implies that there's an ending, but we wouldn't have an ending in mind, really. It's a sort of a free-form sandbox kind of thing. You start in a zombie apocalypse, and then your aim is to survive for as long as possible, whilst building up your sort of place in the world, your home and whatnot. I really want to watch my speed here. I want to watch my speed, but I also want to be conscious of how the ice affects. Do you want to get past? Just go. Just. I shouldn't criticize that car. Because I did the exact same thing in the previous episode. I went for an overtake on a corner. Lost my train of thought there. I do need to slow down.
Go straight up.
So if we played Cataclysm, it'd be the same as Euro Truck. I don't really have an end game in mind for this. It's just I enjoy playing it, so we'll play it until I get bored of doing this. With Cataclysm, it would be until I die, like until game over, or again until I get bored, whichever comes first. Though, speaking of surviving, just for as long as possible, there is another game I'd like to play again. In fact, I'd like to play the campaign in it, the story mode in it, because I've never played this. The game is The Long Dark. And some of you will have heard of it. I say some of you like anybody's watching at this point. I know for a fact that the drop-off for these videos is 43 seconds, so... But The Long Dark, I would love to start doing videos on The Long Dark, and I'd love to play the story, because I never have. When I first started playing The Long Dark, there was no story mode. There was just... Oh... I'm just noticing the petrol situation. I'll have to be conscious of that.
Get ready to turn right.
But when I first played The Long Dark, there was no story mode. There was just the free mode where your aim is to survive as long as possible. It's another game set in an apocalypse, but it's set in Canada, and your main threats are wolves and the cold.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, and hunger. It's that sort of survival game where you have to consider every little detail. It's really good. Mind around this corner. Almost clipped the lamppost, but I think we got away with it. I wish I knew what these signs said. With Long Dark, it'd be good to visit that and see what the story's all about. It had... The amazing thing about The Long Dark is I thought it was a really indie title, right? But then they got the exact same voice talent. It's okay. I think the name of the company that makes it is Hinterland Studios. Could be wrong about that. Come on. Oh, this hill is. Come on. You've got this. Oh, you've got this. I can't take my finger off the accelerator, because if I do... Oh, there we go. It's the ice is the problem. If I took my, I keep saying finger off the accelerator because I'm playing with a controller. But if I do that, I just don't think I'd get the traction to actually start up again. But anyway, the company that made The Long Dark, I thought they were a relatively small studio. I think they are a relatively small studio. But they seem to very quickly, and this was ages ago now, this has got to be 10 years or more ago, right? They got the voice talent from the Mass Effect games. I think they got both FemSheb and MaleSheb. I don't know if they do the voices for the story mode as well. But I think that's just a really impressive get. I'd love to play that again either way. Like, the way I know it is as the freeform mode, but I do want to check out the story at some point. I think that'd be fun. Maybe we'll visit that. At the moment, I think as I opened this okay. I think I opened this video by talking about when this video will be live, right? It's going to be the 8th of June when this video is live. I've given myself some runway. I've sort of set up a schedule where I'm doing 3 a week. I've sort of recorded here in a batch of not 6 all at once, but within a couple of days I've done 6. So I'm doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And like I can knock out the recording for that in no time at all.
Get ready to turn right.
I do apologise if you can see a Steam notification there.
Turn right.
I can knock out the recording in no time at all, and there's not much editing to do because I'm not cutting anything out of these yet, and I don't think I ever will with the Euro Truck series. But I'd say that gives me some time, and I do have other responsibilities as well to consider, so I can't dedicate a huge amount of time to any of this. But it gives me room in the schedule if I want to say, okay, I'll have a Tuesday and Thursday series as well.
Never mind. I'll find
Not a Saturday and Sunday one. You know, if I'm not doing much editing, then it's not that difficult to stay on top of it all.
Finding a new route.
So we need to be conscious now of
Reroute.
oh, fog. I think we should get the lights on for fog, shouldn't we? And typical, it's raining as well. And it's another storm. Maybe I need to revise my intentions with the rain probability. Maybe I've set that a little too high. Does it say no exit? It does. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? I'm coming out this way. Come out this way. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, seriously, what am I supposed to do? Oh, that way. Maybe I was supposed to come around the back.
Turn left.
There is a petrol station around the corner. Oh. I'm looking out that window too late. We've already seen the Faroe Islands. We know they're gorgeous.
Get ready to turn left.
It's a shame to see them like this.
Turn left.
Was there something I was saying before I got distracted there? Oh, I was talking about scheduling, wasn't I? Yeah, so I'd have room to do
Get ready.
another series. I was thinking, there's less content in American Truck Simulator, but I also have... Oh, I've discovered a recruitment
Turn
agency.
left.
I also do have all of the DLC for that that's currently released. And in fact, I've already got one mod installed. I've got ProMods Canada. What am I saying? ProMods Canada installed. And I don't think I'd have any problem installing a... ooh, which way am I going here? Straight on. I don't think I'd have any problem installing a... oh, I forgot the team that make it. There's a Mexico mod as well. There's another mod that's called Coast to Coast that fills in, you know, the rest of America to an extent, the rest of the south part of the USA. So that it extends it across to the opposite coast, because at the moment American Truck Simulator is just the one coast. It's just the west coast of America, so California and those western states over there. I can turn those off now. Ooh, I'm back in the UK, aren't I? Yep. How are we now? 27 miles. I may make it with that petrol. Don't know.
Get ready to turn left.
We'll see. I may have wasted some petrol coming the long way around.
Turn left.
I think the employer provides enough petrol for your journey, but there's no guarantees if you take a longer detour like I did. Anyway, I'd have no problem, but as I say, even with mods... Oh, and I was talking about Coast to Coast. Coast to Coast is... But the problem with the Coast to Coast mod is, I've taken a look at it, I haven't installed it. I might have to and have a play with it. But what I've seen of it online, it's just not particularly detailed, because they've gone...
Turn left.
The developers have gone for breadth and, you know, quantity rather than quality.
Turn left.
Which I can't fault them for. You know, they set out with the goal of connecting America coast to coast, so you can do really long journeys in it. But as that was the priority, there are regions of the mod map that aren't particularly detailed. Mind you, these videos I saw of it were from a long time ago, so they may have improved upon it since then. And I think there's another expansion for it as well that fills out America even more. So we could create an enormous amount of the USA by modding it. The question is, what's the quality like? And if we can't get the quality, then there's less content in the game. So I was thinking, you know, I could do a Tuesday and Thursday kind of series for that in American Truck Simulator. But then my entire channel is like Monday through Friday trucking, isn't it? And it's like, maybe I should break it up a little bit and have some variation. Maybe I should do Euro Truck once a week rather than Monday, Tuesday. Sorry, Monday, Wednesday, Friday as I've got it set up at the moment. But I'd need ideas for
Get ready to turn
games
right.
to play. Oh, we don't need to stop at petrol. I'm still conscious of our petrol situation, but we don't need to be. I do have a large Steam library. I have GTA 5 on... Sorry, I'm slowing down too much. I have GTA 5 on the Epic Store, which I think is still moddable, right? If it's on the Epic Store, the only reason I got it on Epic is because it was free at one point,
Turn
which is incredible. Oh, we've been here before. Oh, of course we have. Oh, this is the exact same drop-off
Swear
point.
again.
So it'll be the exact same. Yeah, we've done this drop-off before. Easy peasy. So the problem with GTA 5 on Epic is I don't know if it's moddable. Are games downloaded via the Epic Store, are they moddable? Like I know the Steam versions are. What, we had a problem last time. I can't remember if that made it into the video that I recorded, but we didn't have a crash here or a collision or something, or get this delivery point wrong. Ugh. I'm in a European truck. Okay. I can barely see where I'm pointing this now. I need to use that rear mirror in the top right there. Okay, so it looks like that's going to be fine. We're starting to turn too soon, I think. Push it in a little bit more that way, and then give it a twist this way. Come on. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking so good. We just want to back it in now, that's all we want to do. Give me the green, there we go. Perfect. Because I wouldn't want to play GTA 5 just as is, you know, the story. It's been done. Like, who cares? It's such an old game. But I'd like to maybe mod it, and the thing is I don't know what mods are interesting. I'll have to look into that. The mods I've installed on Eurotruck are just boring, aren't they? They just expand the map and they just make it, you know, it's the base game, it's just more of it. Whereas the mods for any other game tend to completely change it. Some games I might look at doing a bit on is Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Because I think Bethesda's RPG games are great for sort of having your own sort of free form. Oh, we'd have to order from here. I don't want to visit the selected dealer. I want to buy online. So we're looking at 118,000 for any truck. Any truck that we can afford. And anything above is locked until level 14. What level are we, in fact? Level 5, okay. What was looking there, Scania? Let's take a look at MAN trucks now. There's one that's 99,000. We have to think about, if we took a loan of 100,000, we'd have 144. So there's more unlocked there at level 12. Iveco. There's only one option. I do like the look of it. More unlock here at level 12 as well, but it's going to be a while before we hit level 12. Buy online. 114, 127. See, I don't know enough about trucks to... This one has one that unlocks at level 10, and we are what level? Was it level 5? I could wait 5 more levels before purchasing a truck. We'd earn more money. If I do want to buy a truck right now, I do need to take a loan. At least 100,000. If I take the 400,000 though, we could also, I think, purchase a couple more and hire our first 2 drivers. That might be worth it, you know, because the money will start coming in more quickly then. Can we look at recruiting drivers yet, or no? Oh no, we'd need to upgrade our garage first. Maybe we should think about taking a job that gets us back down to Carlisle, right? We've wound up in Wick again. I know it says we're down in Carlisle, but that's just because we're doing quick jobs. I'm gonna pretend we've just wound up in Wick again. So if we look for a job on the market that that one takes us to Edinburgh. There's Perth. There's Oban. There's Oslo, which would take us into Norway. That'd be interesting new terrain, wouldn't it? Edinburgh is in the right direction. So is Glasgow. And that one takes us up to Reykjavik. I think we won't purchase a truck just yet. We will revisit that. I'll maybe have a think about it between episodes, and I will revisit that in the future. I want to take this job to Edinburgh because it's the best pay per mile. Oh yeah, the Glasgow one only pays 3,000. This pays 8,000. So much better. So much better. Yeah, so we'll take that job. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to do before doing that. No, we want to get back down to Carlisle. That's what we want to do, so that we can upgrade the garage. We don't have to be in Carlisle to upgrade. Well, we already are in Carlisle, of course, but we don't need to be there to upgrade the garage, I don't think. We're going to call it there. I'll have a think about what other games I can record. As I say, like, Bethesda's RPGs lend themselves to a sort of free-form experience as well, right? Which is cool for what I'm kind of trying to do here. That's why I was talking about the Long Dark, because the freeform mode really is just, you know, surviving, and then me as someone playing the game and trying to talk would provide my own voice to it. But I'll give that some thought between episodes, and I'll think about what kind of truck we want to buy, and whether or not we want to get our first couple of drivers as well. The thing is, we have to think how much it's going to cost to upgrade the garage, how much it's going to cost to buy 2 trucks, and then a third for ourselves. And I think we're not going to be able to do that with the loans that are available to us. But we'll figure it all out. Thank you very much for watching, and ta-ra.